Hello, Mariners fans. Hope everyone's doing well this evening. And this is just my review of the Grimsby game yesterday, which ended Grimsby down 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. Everyone says at the start of a season, you want to get off to a good start. First and foremost, I think it's more about performance. People say it's about result more than performance. What I saw was a good performance, a strong performance, a solid performance. A bit weak, sort of on the. I wouldn't say weak on the defensive side. We get a clean sheet, but a little bit shaky. I think trying to be more attacking. We could leave ourselves open a bit more than what we were maybe last season or the season before. And sometimes you've got to expect that. But overall, the game was good. The game was good. It was a strong showing by us. Wimbledon were very good on the break, extremely good on the break. They caused us a lot of trouble from that. And I thought we were kind of... that's what we struggled with, was the overall play. I think Grimsby had the game. We were better than them from an attacking front. A few people that stood out. Mr. Charles Vernon stood out. Danny Rose stood out. Harvey Rogers stood out. Toby Malarkey did great as wing back as well. Naumar was being Naumar, always solid, dependable kind of guy. Conte never lost the ball. Never lost the ball. Now, I heard that as that was the rumour about one of his strengths. He never really lost the ball in the middle of the pitch. It was a joy to see. It was a joy to see Grimsby use the width, actually use the width and get balls into the box, something that we were always reluctant to do. Maybe we could have shot more from outside the box, but we were mixing the width up. We were going left to right, right to left. Jake Eastwood's distribution. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was saying, "Well, the distribution's not as good." And I'm thinking, well, no, probably not. But his commanding of his area was good. I thought Jake had a very, very solid performance, and there was a penalty appeal for Grimsby when Danny Rose apparently got clipped. I was close to it. Obviously where the wheelchairs sit. I wasn't sure from my angle. I was a bit like, is it not? My friend though said to me he believed it was. He was at a slightly better angle than me. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. We didn't get that. It looked like the referee was a bit reluctant to give that, and by the time he thought about it, it had gone too long, really, for him to pull it back. So we didn't get the penalty appeal that we wanted, but again, we were creating things. So Conte was running things. Clifton a little bit off. Harry didn't have the best of games. He didn't have a bad game, but he didn't have sort of the best of games. But again, with Harry, it's about his energy. It's about, he is giving you everything he's got that day. So if there's one thing we can say about Harry Clifton, he will give you everything, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. And I think we've got some real good pluses. It was good to see Raquel Pike. He made the bench. I actually thought he'd be out till the end of August. So I was very, very pleased to see him named as substitutes on the substitutes bench. And I was very, very pleased overall with the game in general. I thought we bossed it. Really, I genuinely think we bossed it overall in play. The penalty that was given to Wimbledon, it was a penalty. I think there's no question. I've seen it back. I saw it on the day. I was pretty certain it was a pen. I was just waiting for the whistle to go, and it was kind of like, well, not that we brought it on ourselves, but we're trying to be more open. I can see that already. So we're trying to be more open. So will we keep as many clean sheets? Who knows? The funny stat is the game ended 0-0 yesterday, but that is that really we only got one clean sheet all pre-season. So to say that we started the season with a clean sheet, as frustrating as the draw was, it's a clean sheet. Yes, we haven't scored, but we haven't conceded. We had a few good chances, but back to their penalty just. Yes, it was. It wasn't the best of penalties. I think it was one of those that if Jake hadn't have saved it, I think Jake would have been disappointed. But the follow-up save was the save for me, because that was Jake didn't really have a lot to do in the game, to be completely honest. I think their keeper was under a lot more pressure than Jake Eastwood was. And Bass, the Wimbledon keeper, and to be fair to the keeper, it was more he was on form, and he was on form. Let's be honest. I mean, Danny Rose troubled him. Isa, I think Isa at the post, or just pulled wide. Danny Rose at the post. Harvey Rogers with an absolutely belting shot from about 18-20 yards out, and from the angle I had where I was, you could see it going directly into the top left hand corner. But what a save by their keeper. And so I've seen a lot of people on social media say hopefully it's got joking, hopefully people saying same old Grimsby. No, it's not, because if you look at the overall stats, we had 15 shots that game, 5 on target. The only real major shot they had was the penalty, and even though they were dangerous, Jake Eastwood didn't have to make many saves. I think he had to make one other besides that. So maybe 2 saves he had to make all day. And actually, anybody will tell you, if they played in goal, they say that they'd rather not do anything. It's harder for goalkeepers if they were like in Jake's position, because they have to stay switched on. Whereas Wimbledon's keeper, because he was having to do a lot more, and he was having to sort of like be ready to make saves, he had to be sharper. But I think that's always easier if you know that you're going to end up facing more shots. And I was impressed with how Jake stayed concentrated. I think Eastwood, credit to him. Yeah, his distribution will get better. Obviously, this is really the first club he's really been at where he could be first choice, and because of that, he needs to build in confidence and self-belief where that's concerned. But Harvey Rogers, what a guy. What a shot he had. It was kind of like, if their keeper hadn't have been on song, it would have been 1-0 to us. We deserved to win it. Unfortunately, we didn't. I did see a comment from somebody on social media or YouTube and everything else say that we were toothless. My retort to that is we created things. We had shots. We had chances. We didn't take any, granted, but we created things. And the big motto is, if you can't win a game, don't lose a game. So if you look at a lot of the teams that lost their first game, we weren't one of them. You know, there's 13 teams that picked something up yesterday. Well, not that, you know. Obviously, the Swindon game got called off, unfortunately, against Scotland. So, unfortunate for them, they will have to replay that game and start on Tuesday. Will be their first game. But my overall take on it is, I'm happy enough. The performance was good enough. Showed that we're prepared to create things. Danny Rose being a pest as he always seems to be. We're getting balls in the box. I will talk about the new signing leading into the League Cup preview, which I will be doing. We did sign Arthur Ganoa from on a free. I'll go more into him in the, like I said, in the League Cup preview. But I think overall, I think we should be very, very pleased. Frustrated, of course, that we didn't get the win, but I think we should be very, very pleased with the way Town played. Some of the patterns of play was superb, you know, and really they couldn't live with us when we actually got the ball and got the ball down and played it, and it was such a pleasing thing. And I'm overjoyed to say that we kept a clean sheet. They didn't really trouble us too much, but they were threatening. They didn't trouble us too much, but they were threatening. And it's a start. We get 1 point, we don't lose. And we keep a clean sheet and something to build on. And so many positives. Charles Vernon was superb. Danny Rose, like I said, superb. Abouissa, threatening as you can expect. Anthony Glennon, when he can get that ball, he can make that ball sing on the wing, you know. And you know, Conte not losing the ball. Nobody had a poor game, and that was what's so good. If you did go to the game yesterday, do let me know what your thoughts were on it. I'd love to know. I'd love to know the Mariners fans' opinions and what they actually thought happened, or do they think it's a good point? Obviously, it's at home, so you're going to be a bit more disappointed. But I'm happy enough. Hope you guys are. Please leave a comment. Please do like. Please do subscribe. Please do share and show me some love. And I will see you guys very, very soon for the next game's preview, which will be the Cup tie, which takes place next week in midweek. I'll say that, make it clear, in midweek when we go to the Stags, when we go to Mansfield Town. That's coming up fairly soon, so I'll see you for that. In the meantime, guys, I'll see you soon. Please do leave your comments down below about the game, and I'll speak to you later on. Bye bye for now, guys. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.